It's kind of a big day, guys. Fam, it's kind of a big day. Hi, I'm Lars and this is my land. In my land, I get to do pretty much whatever I want. And today I'm going to talk about the new song coming out from the Beatles later this year. And you're going to listen because it's my land. So you did hear me right. The Beatles are coming out with a new song in the year of our Lord 2023. The song is called Now and Then. And we know that for sure because the copyright notice was just cleared yesterday, August 9th. And I'm going to tell you everything that we need to know about it. But first thing, we don't have a release date yet. There's speculation that it will be later this year, maybe November. And I'm going to tell you everything we possibly know about it, and then we're going to listen to a demo later. But after that, we're going to need to have a discussion about the posthumous releases of the Beatles music and is this really a Beatles song? Welcome to Annoying Memos Land. Beepity beep beepity beep beep. If you're new here, I talk mostly about the Beatles, but also music stuff, and I'm interested in TV and movies, but I haven't really gotten around to that yet because I've been working on a video essay on the TV show Lost for so long now that if I don't mention it in every video I do, I will have an uncomfortable encounter with Christoph Waltz in my 1944 farmhouse, and that really does not seem ideal.
Au revoir, Shoshana!
I would absolutely love it if you would like and subscribe and all of that jazz. It really does help me a lot. Follow me on Twitter, any other social media at This Is Lars Land. If you can't find me, then I'm not there. Now let's go back to my land. Psst. Overlaying footage may not have anything to do with what I'm saying. Part 1, Beatles Anthology. In 1994, Yoko Ono gave Paul McCartney a cassette that was labeled For Paul. John Lennon had recorded these songs shortly before his death. Now and Then was one of them. A couple of those demo tracks were also released on the Beatles Anthology. The Beatles Anthology was like a big ass, well, it was, okay, hang on. Ah! Nothing's broken. Ah! Don't! Please don't, please don't, please don't. Beatles Anthology is going to be the freaking death of me. So Beatles Anthology was this big ass multimedia documentary book and 3-volume double album thing that came out in 1995. This is the heaviest book I own. And yes, this is on VHS. I own a VCR and it was $3. The Beatles Anthology was made with Paul, George, and Ringo. They used interviews and other excerpts from John in the past to sort of give his information in the most accurate way possible. It's the story of the Beatles, by the Beatles, for the Beatles, blah, blah, blah. Now, this is 1,000,000% a different video, and that's why I'm going to keep things as brief as possible here. With Anthology, there was included 2 new Beatles songs using old demos. The released songs were Free as a Bird and Real Love. Free as a Bird used a 1977 demo from John to build the song. Real Love, which I really love, is John's song released on Anthology. Part 2, Now and Then. And now they're doing it with Now and Then. And I say now a lot, so I'm going to do my very best. So the song was recorded by John in 1979 as a demo. The Beatles started working on it in March 1995, Beatles being George, Paul, and Ringo, right? For the Anthology project. But Jeff Lynne, who was producing, said that it only went on for about a day and a half. He said that it was a rough go that they didn't really finish. But additionally, the demo had a crazy defect on it. There was a 60-cycle mains hum, I'm not sure if I'm saying all these things right, that can be heard on it. There was also a hum on Real Love, but it was significantly quieter and they were able to isolate it, take it out. Another thing, George just really hated the song. He called it fucking rubbish, which could be read the angry way that he says that or the joking way that he says that. Either way, George's dislike of the song was enough that they stopped using it. There's been speculation that the song would be re-released for a long time because, well, Paul has been saying this for a long time. In 2007, Jeff Lynne told the Daily Express that Paul had felt he had one great song left and he had finally found it, that song being this. That obviously didn't happen, but Paul did ask Ringo to lay out a drum track for it, and there were plans to use archival audio of George's guitars. Also, a bootleg of the song came out in 2009 with a significantly reduced hum. Paul mentioned releasing the song again in a 2012 documentary for Jeff Lynne, so it really shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone that they're releasing this song. Paul has not shut up about it for like 25 years. They used AI, the same technology that they used to clear up audio for the Get Back documentary, and the same technology that allowed John's voice to be isolated so Paul can perform with him on I've Got a Feeling when Paul plays live. So they used AI to go in, work on that hum, and isolate John's vocals to clear up for the song. I gotta stop for a very important point. I want to be so motherfucking clear right now. This is one of the few ways that I ethically agree with the use of AI in arts. I have a lot of hangups on AI. This is not the video for that. There will never be a video for that, okay? I've listened to one Beatles AI cover and it made me feel uncomfy. I don't make a habit of listening to Beatles AI covers and I don't think that you should either. You can feel free to yell at me about it in the comment section. My position will not change on this. Keep your shitty AI away from the Beatles. Keep your shitty AI away from Beatles images and Beatles music. I do not care. Okay? Okay. The only people who can make this call are Paul and Ringo, not us. And it is wrong. You can't, it is wrong. Okay. Relax. Part 3. Is it a Beatles song? It certainly has all the elements from Beatles. It uses all 4 Beatles and their instruments. It's John's original song. Paul knows John in and out, so it makes most sense for him to be able to bring back a John song. It was for Paul. Paul is allowed to work with this music, and Ringo is obviously on board, and if they're on board, then they're on board. I can't tell you whether or not you can be comfortable calling it a Beatles song. I think that in my heart, it will get like a shitty B-side treatment where it's like, yeah, it's a Beatles song. I haven't heard the new track. I don't know what it's gonna be like. We're filming in August here, so I have no idea. But it is a tricky line to walk. It is a much trickier line than the AI thing. That's pretty black and white for me. But this is a tricky line to walk. I think it's about as close as we're gonna get to new Beatles music, and it certainly counts enough. I really love Real Love, but it's still hard to say that it's of the same, not credibility, but I still love it. It just would make me feel a little bit more comfy if all 4 Beatles gave the go-ahead on it. And I mean, that's just me. Definitely not discounting it as a Beatles song though. So let's listen to the demo, shall we? Let's do it. I only get like 3 to 7 seconds straight of Beatles music before I get flagged, so it's chopped up and I apologize. I've explained it more in the description box if you want to know. Do we have lyrics for this thing? Why not? Why not? I know it's true. It's all because of you. And if I make it through, it's all because of you. And now and then, if we must start again, well, we will know for sure that I love you. I don't want to lose you, abuse you, or confuse you, sweet darling. But if you have to go away, if you have to go, well, you the reason, question mark. Now and then I miss you. Oh, now and then I want you to return to me, till you return to me. I know it's true, it's all because of you. And if you go away, I know you could never stay. Now and then I miss you. Now and then I want you to return to me. Now and then I miss you. Now and then I want you to return to me. Now and then. An unnamed participant in the 1995 Anthology sessions said that because this song didn't have very many lyrics, like bad verses, and had to be rebuilt from a lot, was another reason that George was like, it's because he didn't want to do that much work on it. There's not a lot to like react to because there's so much instrumental. But when John's voice comes in, it goes pretty hard. Oh, that sounds cool. Hang on. All right, listen to the instrumental here. Yeah, that's cool. Oh. Shit, that's cool. See, this does sound very Beatlesy to me. This sounds very Beatlesy. So if there's a similarity to this version in the upcoming version, then that's very Beatlesy to me. Yeah. When you miss people you've never met. Interesting. Woo! It's cool. That goes well. I like the echo done on John's voice here. And I know that this was a mess, right? But like... What's up? Okay. Dude, I'm gonna f***ing cry. Well, to be honest, what we have is very beautiful. It's definitely not a finished song, but I'm looking forward to hearing it. And as soon as we have a release date or whatever, I will definitely put it in the comments. I am excited. I'm excited about it. I think the more Beatles we can have, the better the world is. I truly believe that, but you know, that's probably some obvious shit coming from me. I'm so glad you came to hang out with me in my land today. I would absolutely love it if you would like and subscribe and all of that jazz. I love y'all so much. And y'all come back now, you hear? Bye.
My sweet Lord, my Lord, my Lord,
but it takes so long, my
Lord.
sweet Lord.